Here's something nobody talks about. Most people aren't broke because they spend too much. They're broke because they have absolutely no idea where their money is actually going. You earn, you pay, you spend, and somewhere in the middle, poof, gone. And the worst part? You can't even explain it. Every month feels like a reset. Salary hits the account. You feel this brief moment of relief, like, okay, we're good. And then life happens. Bills, food, that one streaming service you forgot you still pay for, a dinner out, a few online orders. Nothing crazy, nothing reckless. But 2 weeks later, you're doing the mental math and wondering, where did it all go? So you Google how to save money, and the internet fires back with the same recycled advice. Track every single purchase. Build a 12-category spreadsheet. Know exactly what you spent on coffee in March. And look, that advice isn't wrong. It's just completely unsustainable for most real human beings with real lives and real levels of patience. Because here's the truth. Nobody wants to treat their finances like a tax audit every single day. And the moment budgeting starts feeling like a punishment, you quit. Every time. So I started asking a different question. What if the system itself was the problem, not the person? That's what pushed me towards something I'd heard about but never seriously tried. The 50-30-20 rule. I ran it for a full 30 days, and what I found genuinely surprised me. Hey, I'm Annie. This channel is for people who are tired of financial advice that sounds smart but falls apart by Tuesday. If that's you, subscribe, hit the bell, and let's get into it. Okay, so first, what actually is the 50-30-20 rule? Because the name sounds like some complex financial formula. It's not. It's almost embarrassingly simple. You take your monthly take-home pay, after taxes, and you split it into 3 groups. 50% goes to needs, 30% goes to wants, 20% goes to saving and building wealth. That's the whole system. 3 categories. Needs are the non-negotiables. Rent, electricity, groceries, your phone bill, getting to work. The stuff that keeps your life running whether you like it or not. Wants are everything that makes life worth living but wouldn't end you if they disappeared. Going out to eat, weekend plans, clothes you technically don't need, Spotify, that thing you bought at 1 a.m. because the ad got you. And the last slice, the 20, that's your future. Savings, investments, emergency fund, debt that you want gone. Simple structure. 3 decisions, done. Let me make this concrete, because abstract percentages don't hit the same as actual numbers. Say you bring home $3,500 a month after tax. Pretty average number for a lot of people. Under this system, $1,750 goes to needs, $1,050 to wants, and $700 straight into savings or investments. Every single month. Without overthinking it. Without a spreadsheet that takes 45 minutes to update. Now, here's where I had my first uncomfortable realization when I actually sat down and looked at my own spending. My wants category was quietly eating money I didn't even notice leaving. It wasn't one big purchase. It was a $14 lunch, a $22 delivery fee, a random $35 app purchase. Individually, harmless. Together, a small financial leak that was draining hundreds every month, completely under the radar. And this is the thing the 50-30-20 rule does before anything else. It forces a moment of honesty. Not judgment, just clarity. So I committed. 30 days, 3 categories, no exceptions. Week 1 was weird. Not because it was hard, because it wasn't. That was the surprise. There was no complicated tracking, no guilt spiral. I just knew what bucket I was spending from and roughly how much was left in it. And something interesting happened in my brain. The second I gave each dollar a category, I started spending more intentionally, without even trying to. I wasn't fighting impulses. The structure was doing that for me. By week 2, I noticed I was making slightly different decisions. Not dramatic ones, just small natural ones, like choosing to cook instead of ordering out. Not because I forced myself to, but because I could actually see the trade-off in real time. That's the quiet power of structure. It doesn't require willpower. It replaces the need for it.
Now, let's talk about the 20%, because this is where things get genuinely interesting. Back to that $3,500 income. You're saving $700 a month. That's $8,400 a year. Now, take that money and invest it consistently with an average annual return of around 8%, which is historically realistic for broad market index funds. Not day trading, not crypto bets, just consistent, boring investing. In 20 years, that turns into roughly $415,000 from $700 a month, from a number most people would spend without blinking. And that's not magic. That's just what happens when you create the habit of moving money before you have the chance to spend it. Here's what really gets me, though. The biggest reason most people never build wealth isn't that they make bad investments. It's that they never create the margin to invest anything at all. The 20% rule fixes that at the source. But honestly, the thing I didn't expect, the part that actually changed my day-to-day life the most, wasn't the savings number. It was how much less anxious I felt about money. Because when you have no system, every single purchase carries this low-level guilt. Should I be spending this? Is this responsible? Am I going to regret this? That mental noise is exhausting, and most people carry it constantly without even naming it. But when you have a clear structure and something falls inside your wants budget, you can enjoy it fully. No second guessing, because it was already planned for. It's not reckless, it's intentional. That shift from financial guilt to financial confidence might honestly be worth more than the money itself. Now, real talk. If you live in a major city, your rent alone might blow past that 50% mark before you've bought a single grocery item. And that's okay. The 50-30-20 rule is a framework, not a law. If your reality looks more like 65-15-20 right now, that's still infinitely better than no structure at all. The goal isn't to hit perfect percentages on day one. The goal is to get intentional and then slowly move the numbers in the right direction over time. Progress beats perfection. Every single time. After 30 days, 3 things were genuinely different for me. 1, I actually knew where my money was going. Not perfectly, but clearly enough to make better decisions. 2, saving stopped feeling like sacrifice. It felt automatic, like a bill that paid my future self. And 3, the low-level financial stress I'd been carrying for years quietly got lighter. The 50-30-20 rule isn't revolutionary. It's not a secret. But simple things applied consistently beat complicated things abandoned after a week every time. So here's your starting point if you want to try it. Take your monthly take-home. Split it. Spend the next 30 days paying attention. That's it. You don't need a finance degree. You don't need a spreadsheet with conditional formatting. You just need a simple system and the patience to let it work. Because here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Stop asking, where did my money go? Start deciding where my money goes. If this gave you even one useful idea, subscribe. Annie posts financial content designed for real people, not robots. And drop a comment. Do you have a budgeting system right now, or are you mostly winging it? No judgment. I winged it for years. Let me know below. And if you're ready to go deeper, the next video is right there. One more lesson could be the one that actually sticks. See you in the next one.